All right, I was inspired by Mr. Kirk Fletcher to play over that kind of doo-wop, the 50s changes, 1645. He put out a video talking about how to not get like bored playing simple things, and that was what he was playing on in the video, and it just got me thinking about like the importance of all the triads, the importance of scale and chord shapes, and knowing where your chord tones are, and particularly in my way of the way I work, which is I do a lot of cover gigs, and a lot of times I kind of barely know the material. And some people are kind of surprised that I'm able to play something nice over a song I've never played on before. As long as I can figure out the key and the changes, it's all just about, listening to the band around you, listening to the drummer and the bass and the keyboards, especially listening to the vocals, because they're going to tell you what to play. They're going to tell you when to play, where to play, when to leave space, when to really try to do some voice leading, and when to stay out of the way. Something like those changes there: C major, A minor, F major, G major. Even just that little bit right there, just taking notes from the chord and just playing something that sounds nice. I mean, that's just a nice sound. And then using all of the triad shapes up and down the fretboard to kind of give yourself a different spot in the mix. So if you're playing with another guitar player and they're doing like you probably don't want to be like because it's a lot of the same range and register. It won't cut through very much. But if someone's giving you more like you can play down there a bit easier because there's more room for you. So that that's my advice. Focus on chord tones, small like 2-note things. Like if you've ever heard me play, you've heard this. You know, I do that all the time. And then with those triads and everything, you can kind of just try different notes when you're practicing to see if they sound good with it. Like if I was going to play that C major, does adding this note sound good? It sounds pretty good, but only in certain situations, maybe. Does this note sound good? Not really. So then you start to like learn different two-note kind of chunks within your chord shapes. So I'll play a little bit on the way out, and I'll try to do some double stops and single notes, focusing on chord tones and everything. And let's pretend I don't know the song, and it's these changes, and I'm sitting in on a gig. When in doubt, play the thirds, and you'll do fine. Cheers.